Best.
What's going on, everybody? It's Mellington here from Guinean Media, and today we're gonna talk about the traditional salt of Enga, which was also referred to as the gold of Enga back then. Well, Enga province is known as a rugged land with a long history of tribal fighting. However, the Engans are not only fierce warriors but also renowned salt makers. Before the introduction of the processed salt by explorers and missionaries, traditional salt played a pivotal role in the traditional trade relationship involving people from far and wide. But why was it referred to as the gold of Enga? How is this traditional salt made? And are these traditional salt ponds worth visiting? Traditional salt making was a trademark of Enga province. This rare salt was referred to as the gold of Enga because it was a highly prized barter trading commodity in the country's ancient trading routes. In the past, the Enga people traded salt with other provinces of Papua New Guinea like Ella, Southern Islands, East Sepik, and Western Islands provinces for axes, shells, tree oil, net bags, tobacco, plums, and pigs. One bag of salt was worth a good stone axe or a large pig. After contact, the availability of salt in trade stores greatly reduced the manufacture of native salt. Salt is made in this part of Enga in two different ways. One way was by soaking billets of soft dried wood in saltwater pools for 2 to 4 months. The salt-soaked wood was then removed, drained and burnt in special shelters. After 24 hours of burning, it was reduced to the ash that comprised the salt. The other way is by fetching the salt water from the saltwater pools and are boiled in pots for hours until the water fully evaporates out, leaving the salt crystals. Salt is made using these two ways at the well-known springs of Yandapo, Ipinakal, and the Keta River. Okay. My friend, this salt tastes much sweeter than this processed salt. After tasting this salt myself, I can tell you that this salt has a very high content of sodium chloride.
Best.
The salt pools were divided into squares approximately 1 meter by 1 meter with fence posts and logs. These squares were allotted to families in the landowning clans for soaking wood billets. Sub-clans and lineages also owned rights to different sections of a pool heads. Since the introduction of this processed salt, which is much cheaper than the traditional salt, the ancient salt ponds were neglected and left overgrown, but this group of old men came together, revamped the salt ponds, and now the salts are processed one more time. These are the only passionate salt makers keeping this old tradition alive. Now that big salt companies making refined salt and selling for cheap price, you won't see these men with their native salt in the markets. That's why we have to support these organic farmers. These guys love what they do, and the best thing we can do is support their work. So if you are someone who likes exploring new places and want to taste this native salt, book a tour now using the links below to visit the ponds and step back to the days of the traditional island salt trade. Come and see for yourself how traditional salt was made. So guys, that's all for this video, and thank you so much for watching. As you can see, I've invested much of my time in making these videos, and I would really appreciate if you support us by subscribing to our YouTube channel and follow us on our Facebook page. You know, our country has been distorted by other countries for a long time, and I'm purposely making these videos to paint a good picture about our country. So please support us, support local, and let's bring our country forward. Thank you, and see you in the next video. Bye.